Good day everyone. So this is Living in the Information Technology Era, Lesson 6. So let's cover the topic for the World Wide Web and the introduction to resources. Now, let's talk about the World Wide Web, or known as WWW. So this refers to um, websites. Okay, websites. Now, so websites can be accessed through computer, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. So we know that website is can be accessed worldwide. Now, what we what is a web technology? So the World Wide Web development has three fundamental technologies. Now, the first one is the HTML. So the HTML is the what makes the web page. So let's say that's that HTML. So it's the file for the website. Now, what about the HTTP? So the HTTP is the interchange of information, or where the HTML passes through. So it uses either port 80. This is the most common one, but some website you can change the port into either 8080. We have the 443, but this is the most common port where the HTML passes through. Now, the next one is the web server and the browser. We know the browser can run the HTML or can access the HTML, and the HTML resides in the web server. So that's the technology for that fundamental technology for the World Wide Web. Now, the World Wide Web today. Now, website or the World Wide Web turned 28 last 2017. Now, to access the World Wide Web, we need to use the browser. Then we know that it's interchange information through the HTTP transfer protocol. Now, the next one is if you heard the URL, okay, the URL is it's like an address. So it's composed of protocol, okay, domain, the path, and the file name. So the URL is example is kdci edu ph. Okay, now, so this is the domain. Okay, so the protocol is 80. If you use 80, it is hidden. Okay, hidden yan siya, hidden, unless you use 81 or 8080. Okay, now, how about the path? So here is the path for subdomain. Now, file name. So the file name is if you don't specify the slash file name, then it will go into index.html or the PHP. Now, for the next slide, you can see the market share of the browser through the desktop. So the most commonly used is Chrome. Now, Internet Explorer, and sa Internet Explorer, so bumaba si Internet Explorer. Where Firefox is, bumaba din si Firefox. Okay? So the most common browser used in the desktop is Google Chrome. Now, here's a benchmark. So the gray one is the memory. So this is the memory. Okay, So Google Chrome uses less memory compared to Safari, but uh, um, Microsoft Edge is the least memory use on the browser. Well, this is Firefox, okay, and Opera. Now, searching on the web. So, searching on the web versus directories, okay? Search engine versus the directories. Now, if you're talking about search engine is automatically built compared to directories. Now, one example of search engine is Google. Okay. Now, for directory is commonly for application. Okay. So, application yun siya. Application. Like YouTube. So, YouTube is, it maintains its information. Whereas in Google, it is a search engine, so it is automatically made. So, here, human aided ang directories. Okay. So, dito is computer build index web. So, no need for human intervention for the Google search engine. Okay. And other information. So, for directories, human aided. Okay. So, maybe general or subject specific. Next is may be able to search directory. So, if the directory is integrated into Google, then you can still find a result in the search engine. User has control of browsing. Wix vocabulary, link to other website homepage only. Better at general search. You have the libraries, okay? Library, online library. Okay, so it is a directories. Now, for search engine, so search engine is computer build index of information on the web. Okay? More exclusive, used to find specific resources, searchable by keyword. Okay? Excessive hits. So if you try to search Google for a particular word, so you will have an 10 or 11 or 10 million results. Okay, every page of the web is index. Okay, index yun siya, meaning if you have a website, then you want it to be available in search engines, so more or less it will have a 24 hours before it will appear in the search engines because of index. I-index pa nila yan. Okay? Next is better for general search but can be used to find specific information. Now, for searching, we have here how does search engine works. So, we have the crawlers or the spider. So, the search engine follow the links to look around the internet using automated program with search both known as web crawlers or spider. Then they will go into your website. Then the spiders evaluate and learn about your web page by analyzing metadata or keywords. So in your website, if you create a website, then on the upper part of your website, you will have there the meta, then description. So you can describe your website. Let's say school. Okay. So if you will use Google for search, you will find school. Then the possibility of your website can be included into the result for that one. So it's in the metadata. Okay. Now, spider crawl from page to page and build a list of word content. So, titingnan niya lahat yung web page mo. Then, spider combine finding for each page and build an index for a large database. So, this one is save. Yan siya. Naka-save yan siya. Every time you will search, so every time you will search Google, it will go into the database. Now, the crawler and the spider is automatic. Okay? So, it will scan every site and create the index for the database. So, if you search, it doesn't have to go in every website, but rather it will go into the index database na. So, for less than 3 seconds, okay, Google can show you anything for it in the search engine. Now, we have a trick for if you search for Google. Okay, now use quote for an exact phrase. Okay, so let's have Kidapawan Doctors College. Okay, you have to quote that so that it will show an exact result for the search engine. Now, you can use asterisk. Okay, asterisk. Okay, you can say kid. Okay, kid doctors. Okay, so anything within between, so it will have a result. Now, use the minus sign to eliminate result containing certain words. Now, search website for keywords, compare using versus. Okay, so let's say sabihin na lang natin KDCI versus, okay, Davao Doctors College. So, so you can have that one for the search. Now you can use define. Let's say define, then the particular word. So it will have a definition yung result niya. Okay? Or for this one, for the last one is merong tab doon sa kuan all. Tapos merong images. So you can click images for a result for the images you're searching for. Okay? Next is, let's go to the introduction to resources. Now, organization treat companies as assets. Okay, so if you're talking about assets, we're talking about building, equipment, manpower. Okay, so these are known as physical resources. So there are tangible and easily identified. So the other resources is called the conceptual resources. Now, conceptual resources are non-tangible and are considered value for what they are represent rather than their physical makeup. So, example, money and human resources. Now, you have an asset but it's not easily identified. Example, money. Money is just a paper. Okay? But its purpose is value. Meron siyang value. Same as human resources. Okay? So, for this one, human resources, so this will help you in production. Okay? Production, yun siya maka-help yan siya sa production, but not really in a physical resources. Okay? So, if you're looking into asset valuation, okay, so we will have a hardware. So this is the physical. Okay, physical yan siya. So this part is physical. Okay, but more likely, this is your non-tangible assets. Okay, most especially this one, the financial documents or your videos. Okay, so So it has you cannot identify it, but not can identify physically, but they are important for the company. Okay. Now for our quiz, so I won't be posting this one. So you will make an infographic poster of your top 10 favorite websites and add uh, and add, okay, and add details, okay, how these sites affect your daily life, okay. So I'll be posting a quiz 6 on the Google Classroom, and just upload the poster on there, okay. So that's all for today, and uh, just submit your quiz on the quiz 6. Thank you and good day.